Hello everybody, it's Barnaby for Spurred On. I'm at the glorious White Hart Lane. It's a lovely, crisp day for the London derby, Spurs against West Ham. This is my live team news reaction video, so let's go straight in with the team news. I have to say, no surprises. It's exactly the team I expected to be named by Mauricio Pochettino. It's Hugo Lloris in goal, of course, Kyle Walker at right back, Toby Alderweireld and Jan Vertonghen centre backs, Danny Rose at left back. In front of them is Eric Dyer and Dele Alli. And then Heung-min Son comes in for Eric Lamela. Moussa Dembele has shaken off his knock and starts, as does Christian Eriksen, just behind the magic man Harry Kane. So, as expected, Heung-min Son comes in. He's been injured for a while now, hasn't he? He hurt his foot against Manchester City, but he played a couple of times for South Korea in the week, notched himself a goal and got a couple of assists. So it's good to have him back. I felt when he was playing earlier in the season, especially against Crystal Palace and in his first 5 games overall, that he brought a dynamism and some pace that we're kind of lacking in those opening few games before he came along. So it'll be good to have him back. Hopefully his fitness is 100%. He's shaken off that injury of his. In terms of the game today, well, last couple of seasons against West Ham hasn't gone particularly well for us. Last season at home anyway, last season we were 2-0 down and then we equalised in the last minute through a Harry Kane equalised. If I remember it, he missed the penalty and then scored the rebound, I think. And then the season before, if I'm right, we got beaten here, we got drubbed really 3-0. And that was a terrible game for us. And I have to say, I do think this will be the toughest test we've faced here at White Hart Lane. People might say, oh well, but we played Manchester City and we beat them 4-1, but I don't think City were on form that day. West Ham are set up to play away matches against big teams, and that's why I think this is going to be a real test for us. Obviously they're without Dimitri Payet, who has been their star player this season. But, you know, they've got other good players as well. Lanzini has impressed everyone who supports West Ham, I know that, so he'll be someone to look out for today. And of course, in the last few games, particularly against Arsenal, we haven't looked that good under the high ball when facing crosses. Obviously, Ozil got that assist for the cross for the equaliser against Woolwich, and Giroud missed a load of chances from crosses in that game. So it'll be interesting to see whether West Ham try and make the most of that by playing Andy Carroll and lumping it into the box. I do feel that, you know, if Toby and Jan and Eric Dyer just in front of them are aware that that's the tactic that they might play, that they'll probably find a way to get behind and in front of Andy Carroll so he can't win those headers easily, but we have to definitely be watchful about that. Other important parts of play today, I think, for us will just be to try and keep it tight, be patient, don't feel like we have to go and stretch the game and get after them. I think the chances will come if we're patient. Be a bit like a chess match in the first half. It tends to happen a lot at Spurs at the moment, and then the game should open out a little bit in the second half. Hopefully, you know, what would be ideal is we get an early goal, a couple of goals, and then just relax from there, but I do think it'll be a tough game. Predictions, I think I'm going to go for 2-1 Spurs, the old 2-1 Spurs, as we've been winning a lot of games in the last few seasons. Fancy Harry Kane to get on the score sheet today. He's got some ridiculous record in London derbies, like 10 goals in 13 games in all London derbies. Of course, he's on fire at the moment, scored against Arsenal, scored about 6 in the last few games, and played well for England in the international break as well. Fancy maybe Dembele to get a goal as well. He's been in good goal scoring form, the best form he's had since he joined Spurs. What can I say? You know, I think it's massively important that we get a result today. A win would be incredible. Obviously, Arsenal and Manchester City lost above us yesterday. Man United and Liverpool won, so that puts a bit of pressure on. But I have to say, I wouldn't want people to be too downhearted if we got a draw today. We've unbeaten at home in the league this season. We need to keep this place like a fortress and make sure that we go into the Chelsea game next week with a good result behind us. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think in the comment section below of the team and also your predictions for the game. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel on YouTube, follow us on Twitter at Spurred On TV, and look out on YouTube for our fan cams and post-match review coming straight after the game. Come on, you Spurs.